live it by adventures. I mean, you do some amazing adventures. What are some of the crazy adventures you've been on?
One of the crazy things I did is I did the 140 miles of hiking in about 10 days. And then I come back to my home base in Park City, Utah, and I see a sign for the Mid-Mountain Marathon, which is 26.2 miles at 7,500 feet. And it's 2 weeks out. And bear in mind, for context, in my identity before then, I never thought of myself as a runner. And Reagan, I looked at that sign and I thought, I'm going to do it. And you hit mile 17 and there's an opportunity to call it and ride the gondola down, and no one would know. You just go to the finish line, right? And that was a moment where I actually asked myself, why am I doing this? Genuinely, why am I putting myself through this amount of pain? When you are a higher charged, more type A kind of individual that's really driven and motivated, you can do things to the point of detriment, right? Exhaustion, injury. But what I really recognized is that for a lot of my life as an athlete, I've always told myself that I was a terrible runner. I sucked at it. I'm slow and I can't do it. And when I hit that decision point, I knew that if I decided to take the easy way down, I would have just settled for that identity. And the decision to move forward, even if I walked it, even if I crawled it, I knew that it was a decision to make a different change and to show up as a different version. And crossing that finish line, the medal felt great, but it was more about recognizing that I was willing to go through that pain. And I think that's a lesson that's so important for us, because whenever we're at a decision point, it's either stay complacent or push through some pain and grow. And it doesn't mean physical pain, right? But there is a pain in pushing through fear, pushing through doubt, pushing through the version that you've known and told yourself who you are. And you have to give yourself that opportunity to get really uncomfortable with doing something that you don't know or being a version that you're not familiar with, because that is ultimately where the growth is. It's not when it's easy. It's not in mile 1 of any journey. It's in that mile 20 when you're ready to crack and give up. So that's where you have to choose. And the simple thing is that it's just a choice, right? To condition your mind first starts with just making that choice. Do you choose to settle or do you choose to grow?